Hello, everybody. It's time for the next episode of What's the Biz? And I'm sorry about my voice. I'm a little under the weather right now, but I am so excited to introduce you to my new friend and colleague, Helena Barrett. So, everybody give her a hand, and we're going to find out more about her. I'm so excited. So, how long have you been with the redesigned Empire?
Oh, good question. Pretty much since the beginning.
Have you? Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. That's
So it's
beautiful.
it's been a while. I'm trying to remember. See, I kind of remember dates and times depending on where I live. So it must have been 3, 4 years almost,
Wow, that
whenever
is
it
so
started.
amazing. That is awesome. And we just kind of really see each other on the times when we're like in the masterminds together. I'll see your face or you'll see my face or whatever.
Yeah.
But because we're not really in each other's pods or whatever it is, we kind of miss each other from time to time. So I'm excited about finally having you here and being able to really focus on you and find out more about you. So for those that don't know you, me included, really, um, who are you and how do you normally introduce yourself to someone that doesn't know who you are or what you do?
Well, my name is Helena Barrett, as you previously stated. What I usually say is I'm a 6 foot woman, Amazon woman with a personality to match. That's just who I am. And yeah, I what I do is I have a chaotic life, and my life has always been chaos, always will be chaos. But that's the whole thing. I've decided I wanted to learn how to thrive in that chaos, so that's what I do. That's my business. I help guide others people through thriving in chaos.
Oh, well, isn't that awesome? And chaos is all around us, no matter where you are in the country. Where are you in the world?
I live in Sweden right now.
Ah,
We
isn't that
moved back.
awesome?
I was born and raised here in Sweden, and married my husband in the States. But then we moved all over, and we decided a little bit over 4 years ago that we wanted to come home. So we moved back to Sweden.
Oh, isn't that awesome? I have never been, always wanted to go. I understand it is absolutely beautiful, breathtaking there.
It absolutely is in the summertime. If you don't like cold and gray and dark and lots of snow, don't come in the winter. But summers
Yeah.
are gorgeous. Summers make up for it. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Wow. And are the
Open
seasons
invitation to anyone in the redesigned empire. Just come on over.
Oh, isn't that awesome? I'd love to take advantage of that. Are the seasons the same time frame? Because I know you're on the other side of the planet.
Yes, they are. Since we're on the
Okay,
northern
so
hemisphere, yes, we're in the same
oh,
seasons.
okay. So winter is winter and summer is summer.
Yeah, my husband's right now up in the mountains skiing with our daughter and her husband and his family. So
Wow, isn't that awesome? So, what is a defining moment in your life that changed your direction?
without going into details, because just to protect family members, but
Yeah.
we had a huge family crisis about 12 or 13 years ago, something like that, um, where everything that I knew just got upended. Um, and I started seriously looking at the same time as that whole thing happened. We have 5 children. My husband and I have five children.
Wow.
We've been married a little bit over 30 years,
Wow.
and
Awesome.
all of them are on the spectrum, somewhere on the autism spectrum, less or more. I don't know if you will hear in the background is a boy that is severely impacted, and he will never be quiet. But anyway, and all those children were starting to grow up. So in this whole chaos of trying to figure out where I was in life at the time and trying to figure out making sense of out of that situation that happened, I just started to really look at myself and saw a few things that I didn't like. So I just decided, you know what, it's time for me to start working on me and figure out who I truly am and what I'm here to do. I raised 5 children. I'm not done raising them at that point, but I was on, they were getting older. And I just wanted to maybe start raising myself. And that's really what catapulted me into where I am today, of just deciding to step up and be something and not just let myself be controlled by other people.
Yeah, yeah. And start helping other people kind of live through the
Yeah.
chaos. That's awesome. So before you started doing this current business, what were you doing?
Most of my married life, I've been raising children.
Yeah.
I've been very blessed that my husband has been able to support us. I've been able to be home, which has saved us because of the children. I have like the loud boy in here. He is he has been a challenge. Wonderful kid, but I had to be home because he really needed that. And our other children also needed that. They've gone through some really rough stuff. So most of the time, I've been home raising the children. I've been out working off and on, um, mostly then in customer service type oriented things. But for the most part, I've been home.
Yeah. Awesome. So with your business and you're talking about helping people through the chaos or however, what exactly is your business and who is it specifically designed to help?
My business name is actually Thriving in Chaos.
Hmm.
Um, and it is designed to help mainly women because it's it's designed to help people like me, mainly women that have just a completely chaotic life where they just see that things aren't going to change. I got tired of, things will get better when, or I will do this when. So anyone that has that feeling of I'm sinking, there's too much stuff going on, when this happens, it will get better, then I can. Anyone who has that feeling, especially among women, that's who I'm designed to, that's what my business is designed to help. I'm just saying, you know what? Things aren't going to change, but we can change and we can thrive in this.
Yeah.
I can, the storm will continue, but I can start steering my ship and not just get tossed around. So that is who my business is for.
Yeah, that is exactly right. No matter what, how crazy life is and what's going on, everything continues to move forward. And if you don't, make a stand or you don't, keep going with the flow or however else, then you're gonna get toppled over at some point
Yep.
by the weather, by the conditions, by whatever else is going on in the world or in your life or in your community. And so yeah, we totally understand that. So what makes your business a little different from other people that might be in that same space as yours?
Um, well, first of all, it's I bring me, and
Yeah.
every business is different depending upon the personality that runs the business, right? So I bring me, um, but I also like to see it. I live on a farm. We bought a farm out here, so we have uh, almost 300 chickens, egg layers.
Wow.
We have two pigs and currently six cows. I have one calf coming, so we will soon have seven cows. Um, and that's kind of the frame, the lens of where I take my lessons from, and that I run my business through, is saying, you never know what happens. Like 2 weeks ago, I had a ferret that decided to go in and kill a third of my egg layers.
Oh no.
And that's part of life. That's things that will happen in your life too. So I just pull a lot of things from life, and just say, hey, I'm in the trenches with you, and this is what things will happen, and this when these things happen, this is how I battle it, this is what I do, and how can I support you and help you through yours. So I'm right here with you, and that's my little take on it, and that's how I'm different.
Yeah. That's awesome. And again, I mean that's exactly what it is because sometimes people come to a standstill when they're deciding to build a business and like why are people going to listen to me or why is somebody going to go and be interested in, learning from, my business or whatever it is when there are so many other people in the same, position or the same kind of business. And you never really know exactly what people are going to gravitate towards you know, when they're connecting with you. Because again, I mean, three of us that are pod leaders help people that have been abused and molested and, overcoming trauma and things like that. But again, there's room for all of us. And it doesn't really matter, how many other, trauma response kind of coaches or things that there are, because people are going to relate to everybody differently. They'll relate to Shayla because she's a female. They'll relate to me because I'm a gay guy. I mean, you never really know what people are going to gravitate towards, but there's room for all of us. So I was excited to hear you say that you are the main focus of your business and why people will actually come to you. So kudos for that. I love it. So walk us through a typical client or, a customer experience. And what does it look like when they work with you?
For me, it starts with obviously them wanting to do something different, and I bring them into my Facebook group. And in that Facebook group, it's just starting out with just a support, talking about things, trying to figure out what subjects, what areas, what things that they want to work on, and
Mhm.
find the support there. If they want to have a more deeper one-on-one experience, I'm willing to do that too.
Yeah.
If they want anything even more deeper, then I will send them on to someone else, mainly because I like to do the whole group thing. In a group, you get a lot of the energy, a lot of the feedback, a lot of the support, a lot of the feeling like, yeah, I'm not alone, I'm not crazy. So I like really working in that, and I will take a little bit on one-on-one. But if they want to go a lot deeper than that, then I'd like to send them to someone who really thrives in that space and who can
Mhm.
help them more. Um, because I thrive mostly in that group space and a little bit one-on-one. So that's really what I do, and I'm willing to yeah, just kind of work through different. So, I mean, eventually there will also be different groups for that will gear more towards what area that they're working in. But right now, it's just a group where we can talk together and work through and feel like, hey, I have somewhere to go. I'm not alone. If things are just not working out, I have someone that I can talk to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. And, knowing at times when, if you're not the right fit for them, to be able to say, hey, I have somebody else that, that may help you better or understand your situation better, or it's not that you don't want to help that person, but again, somebody else may be able to offer more assistance to that person, may relate to that person better. And so that's also a very strong thing too, because so many entrepreneurs, I think, are always like, this is my client and this is the person I'm going to help, and I'm going to do whatever I have to help them. And if you really aren't there to be able to help them in the way that they really need help, then it really doesn't serve you or them, I think. And so that's very powerful also, as to knowing when it's time to say, you know what, there's somebody else that may be able to help you better, more so than I will be able to. And I'll still keep in touch with you and still, keep track and kind of see how you're doing and check in with you at times. But yeah, that's also very, very powerful. So very,
Yeah, I
very,
mean, we do connect with different people. That's just how things are.
yeah,
We're not a good fit for everyone. And
that's right.
I'm not saying that my business is a good fit for everyone, but that is also, in my mind, my strength is because I want to have a group of people that really do feel like they fit together.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're not going to get the growth and you're not going to get the energy in the group either.
Exactly. Now with your group, is that on Facebook? Is that mostly on
Yes,
Facebook, or okay.
yes, it's
So is that
mostly
again
on Facebook.
people pretty much all over the world, or are they all pretty much in your general area, or like a
It's pretty much
community?
all over the world. I started this whole thing in the States before I moved over.
Okay.
So it's an English speaking group at the moment.
Yeah.
Um, I might venture out into different languages, but right now it's an English speaking group and it's for anyone as long as, yeah, the time differences can make it a little bit different sometimes, but hey, we work through that too.
Yeah, because again, I mean, we had to today with each other, or however else, again, 5, 6 hour difference, or with some people in the States, maybe 7, 8 hour difference, depending on if they're
Mhm.
in California, or even further if they're in Hawaii, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty wild. So, what's a transformation or result that you're most proud of helping somebody achieve?
Um, I used to. also work in with addiction recovery on the
Mm.
support side for family members. And that's, I think, where this whole thing also started. Um, and I think of one particular woman who was just completely devastated by her husband's addiction. I felt like
Mm.
she wasn't, it was her failure. She felt like it was her failure and she needed to fix everything. She was completely broken. She had nothing left. And after working together for quite some time, um, seeing how she grew, seeing how she got her strength back, and realizing that these are his choices, not hers, and how she could completely blossom into a completely different woman and just stand on her own 2 feet and let him make the choices wherever that was going to lead him. And they're still together, uh, but she managed to be a whole person. Um, and that is what saved them because he realized that she is strong. I cannot control this anymore. And he had to make a choice. I think that's the one I'm most proud of.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good to hear. Helping somebody really stand on their own 2 feet rather than being the other or the wife or the husband or whatever of a couple, or and being able to really help them see, that again, they're a human being. They're not a doormat. They're not to
Mm-hmm.
be stepped on or walked on, or they're just as valuable in the relationship as anyone else. And so yeah, that's powerful. Good for you. That's awesome. I love hearing that. I hate my voice right now. Sorry. It's so
You're all
bad.
good.
It's so crazy. It's like hearing myself. But I absolutely love your energy. I think it's amazing. It's one of the most powerful things I've seen and noticed about you. It's great. So, what's one of the hardest lessons that you've had to learn in business?
um, Early on, I think the hardest thing for me was realizing that just because you get started and things are moving along doesn't mean that all your problems go away.
Yeah.
You're always going to end up, I mean, the roller coaster is real. You know that up here, but you don't want to know it down here. But the
Yeah.
roller coaster is real. And back to what I'm doing. Yeah, it's going to be chaos every day and just fighting through that. And I also, go through a lot of depressions and a lot of other things in my life and just dealing with that and just realizing, no, just because I have grown, just because I have figured out who I am, just because I know what I want, doesn't mean that now life is just going to move forward greatly. It's always going to be chaos. It's always going to be something that happens. Um, and just realizing that every day I have to make that choice. Every day I have to take that consistency. And if I don't, which happens a lot, then I know I'm going to have to suffer. The business is going to suffer from that. Other women are going to suffer for that because I'm not there. So I think that is the hardest thing to just remember that this is not me. It's not about me. It's about other people. And I need to show up for other people no matter what happens in my life.
Yeah. 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 That's awesome. And it's power too, because again, I mean, the storms will come, and being able to continue to stand and be that force of nature, that's really going to be able to help other people stand up to their challenges and their storm, their own inner, demons or whatever might be going on within their lives, and helping them to continue to stand and be strong is powerful. So that's awesome. I love hearing that. So what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind?
I don't know if you ever read the book Multipliers.
No, I haven't.
It's a really good book. I recommend it.
Mm.
But Liz Wiseman is the one who wrote it. And she talks about how people are either multipliers in leadership roles in businesses. They're either multipliers or they're diminishers. And some people are accidental diminishers. They really don't mean to, they just don't realize that they do it. Um, but my legacy, I want to be that I was always a multiplier, that I have left people I don't care if they remember my name or who I was, but I want to have left so many people that have grown and become leaders and become strong and become who they are meant to be. That I've just left a ripple of a lot of really strong women out there.
Yeah, that's so great. I love it. I love it. I love everything that you stand for, everything that you're able to really help women overcome and achieve within their lives. And just knowing that, again, the crazy happens to all of us. The rug is always there to be pulled out from under us. And, being able to, jump at the right time, dodge when you need to, make the moves to continue to land on your feet, be that cat, a proverbial cat to land on your feet all the time, is just amazing. And being able to help other people do that and see that and reach that, that's awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that book and give that a listen. Hopefully that's on an audio version too
It's on Audible.
to it. So that's awesome. I'll
Mhm.
be able to pick that one up too. So, how can people reach you if they want to work with you? Whatever you send me or whatever else, I'll put it in the descriptions as well. But how can people find you? Do they look for your Facebook group or what is it called or how?
Yeah, it's you can definitely look for it. It's called Thriving in Chaos with Helena Barrett. It's also very easy to find me on my personal page, Helena Holmgren Barrett. I have my Swedish maiden name in there also. Um, you can find me there. I'm public, so it's easy to find me there, and then just send me a message,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
find the group, either one of those two.
That's fantastic. That sounds like it should also be a podcast. I mean, that just sounds so amazing right there. It sounds like it's something that you should just start that right up too, because that just seems to go hand in hand. It just sounds like it would be an amazing podcast for people to listen to. So, sister, I want to thank you so much for carving out some time because I know it's difficult. You've got a lot of things going on in your life, and I know that again, the 6 hour difference between us is something that we had to overcome. But I just want to say thank you so much. It's been such a great uh, thing in my life to be able to meet up with you and seeing you over these last couple of years, a few years or however else, on and off through the masterminds or whatever else. It's always been a pleasure, but it's been one of those things again where we haven't really had an opportunity to really meet or
Mhm.
chat or get to know each other. So it's really nice to be able to do that and reach out and really kind of learn a little bit more about you and feature you here in the Redesigned Empire. How have we been able to help you over these last 3 years?
Honestly, this has been a lifeline for me, just to keep myself reminded of who I am, where I am, what I'm doing, what my mission is, what my vision is, and just kind of keep going when life, as I said, is a roller coaster. Sometimes it's really dark and literally dark in this country. In the wintertime, it gets light around 9:30 and gets dark around 2:30. So
Wow.
during those dark times, it's just great to know that, yes, I'm not always on their life, but just being able to go back and listen to things and know that if I have a question, which I always have a lot of questions when it comes to like the whole technical part of the business.
Well,
I'm
yes, yeah.
not, I'm the artistic type. I'm not the technical type.
Yeah,
So, but just knowing that people are out there. And if I need something, all I need to do is just say, hey, and I get that. So
yeah.
it has been a lifesaver for me to just keep going and not yeah, just kind of keep
It,
floating along and keep plugging along and having a great time while I'm doing it.
I love that. I love it. I'm in the same boat. I'm the artistic type too. I'm not the technical person. So it's nice to have people in the group that you're like, hey, I need help with this. My funnel's not working,
Yeah.
or this, I need help getting a funnel started, or anything that's technical or whatever else. There's people that are able to step up and help you overcome your
Mhm.
challenges, and that's great. So well, Helena, it has been an absolute pleasure, and I want to say thank you for letting me interview you and chat with you, and thank you for living with my sore throat and being able to understand me as I continue to talk with this frog in my throat. But it's been an absolute pleasure, and I love your energy. I think you're great, and people are gonna be they're gonna be so helped by the work that you do and being able to join your group and really continue to thrive in the chaos. So thank you again.
Well, thank
I-
you very much.
It's
It's
been
been great chatting with you.
it has been absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. So if you all are interested in being in a future episode of What's the Biz, then please reach out to me because as soon as I'm done with all of the people that have been with the RDE, past and present, then I will be doing other businesses as well. So, all right, I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode of What's the Biz. See you next time.